Type 2 diabetes is a very embarrassing condition. Today, I'm going to walk you through how one develops it, how you can prevent it, but if you already have it, I'm going to give you a home remedy, so please take your seat. This is Modern Natural Clinic. I'm your servant, Yebo Esiama, your lab scientist. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me if you've not done so, and please remember to share the video because others need it. Remember, this is the part 3 of the dangers of late diet. In this video, key phrase that will be repeated is insulin resistance. I wish to highlight a special person to this video in Fabian Emmanuel Abuaje, Doctor of Medical Lab Science. When your carbohydrates are eaten and digested in your GIT, they are absorbed into your bloodstream in the form of glucose or sugar. There, glucose is taken up by your liver cells and stored in the form of glycogen, or glucose taken up by your fat cells and stored in various parts of the body, most especially under the skin in the form of adipose tissue or lipid. Or better still, glucose is taken up by various cells within your body where glucose is burnt or converted into heat energy. Without this, your blood temperature will drop below 37 degrees Celsius. You become colder till you die. And in all these cases, a door has to open to allow glucose into these cells. And the substance that serves as the key or holds the key is insulin, which is produced by the beta cells in your pancreas. The moment food enters the stomach, within 15 minutes, these beta cells start the production and release of insulin. The highest level of insulin is attained in blood within 1 hour after food intake to make sure sugar is pushed away from blood into cells. This is attained within 2 hours to bring blood sugar level to normal when a healthy food was taken and in the right quantity or proportion, because the digestion of such meals takes just about 2 or 3 hours. But when your diet has high quantities of proteins, fat and oils, over-refined and processed recipe, or when you take a heavy diet, digestion can extend to over 5 or 6 hours. Apparently, insulin levels only increases with increase in blood sugar after meals. But in a single meal, you are maintaining insulin at high levels in your blood for over 5 or 6 hours. So imagine you are an individual who eats 3 times a day. And usually these people take their supper after 6-7 p.m. and have told you that even in the night, digestion is further extended and it can be as long as 6 hours, 7 hours, even sometimes 8 hours. This implies that for almost every hour, day and night, you have your insulin constantly interacting with your body cells, opening doors to allow glucose inside. This can be likened to a man and his girlfriend, where a spare key to the man's apartment is given to the girlfriend. But constantly, day and night, you have this lady come in. When this keeps happening, though you bring food to your guy, but over time, you'll be fed up with the frequency of your availability. So you'll find a different way of locking the door. When you come and knock and you would act like he's asleep, simply because he doesn't want to allow you in again. This is the same thing that happens between the cells and insulin. And this is when we term it insulin resistance. The cells have simply become resistant to the effect, the stimuli from the insulin. In contrast to type 1 diabetes, which usually people are born with, where the beta cells of the pancreas fail to produce insulin. But in this case, insulin is present even in high levels in your blood, but they are simply not responsive to your body cells. At this point, blood sugar begins to go high. Glucose accumulates in your blood, and this is what we term high blood sugar or hyperglycemia or type 2 diabetes. At the state of high blood sugar, you begin to have a feel of uneasiness, feel of illness. You can sometimes have seizures. One cardinal sign which never hides is frequent urination, usually in the night with thirst, feel of drinking water. The moment you have this sign, kindly have your blood sugar tested. Please, it has to be done early morning before meals, latest by 8 a.m. And this is called fasting blood sugar. Your results should be below 5.6 millimole per liter. If you're unable to go by this timing, please take your meals. Time yourself at exactly 2 hours. do the same test, and this time your results should be below 7.8 millimole per liter. Before I give you your home remedy, let me highlight a few complications of type 2 diabetes. At the state of high blood sugar, these sugars aggregate into something we call sorbitol instead of a compound called inositol. This sorbitol accumulates on your retina, the retina of the eye, causing retinopathy, which greatly impacts the vision of our mothers and fathers. But please remember, not talking about just the aged. I have seen people at mid-20 but still suffering from type 2 diabetes. This same sorbitol causes neuropathy where it aggregates in your nerve cells to impact signal transduction, where the information carried from your bladder into your brain to give you the urge to urinate is blocked. This, coupled with frequent urination, polyuria, people that suffer from diabetes wet themselves more often in a condition called incontinence, urinary incontinence. When you are unable to utilize your sugar as a source of energy, the body resorts to fat, and this is what reduces diabetic patients into this state. For your home remedy, the preparation from your plantain highlighted in a previous video is applicable in this case. But you can as well prepare a smoothie from cassava leaves, well treated in salt water. I'll be coming up with a video that demonstrates the preparation of these formulations. But please note, for these formulations to work for you, you must desist from all fat meats, food prepared from fat and oils, overprocessed and refined recipe, late diet, too much carbohydrate. Please let's meet up in the next release, which is going to be on how late diet would cause you to develop cancer. Please share the video and make sure you are turning on notification after liking, subscribing, and also following me. Much regards.